Hello Libra, welcome to your April reading. I'm so excited to do this reading for you guys. Being fully charged with the full moon in Libra, I feel like this is a really pivotal point for you guys to see things from other people's point of view. Even though you guys tend to do that, being a Libra rising, I can relate. You tend to try to see oh, this person's point of view versus this person's point of view, and really have a balance and equality in your decision-making processes. But what's interesting is that you guys might tend to side with somebody else's point of view in April, and that might bring a new kind of attitude with Libra. And some of you might be going through a fresh breakup that is long overdue in April, and some of you guys also may be feeling the itch to break it off with somebody and have somebody new come into your life. There's kind of this energy of not wanting to attach completely to somebody right now and really just focus on yourself and be internal. And you guys could have had somebody also, you could see this point of view that I'm talking about through someone else's eyes, something that you've never even imagined before, something that you never thought that you would see through their eyes. First card out, Four of Swords. So really talking about that solidarity, like I was just saying, and having your alone time and not being a part of a union or relationship and kind of getting the itch to break up or move on from somebody that has just been a hookup. You know, there's always that person that you keep on the back burner that's kind of like the person that sends the "what you doing" text, you know? Death card and Seven of Swords. Of course. So the person that we're talking about, if it's not a Scorpio in the obvious sense, there is something going on where there's going to be a shedding of a relationship or of a union. So that's breaking free of a cycle. And the Death card is all about rebirth and breaking free from cycles like this. The Seven of Swords energy is manipulative. It's a dynamic type of energy that seeps in really, really slow and then bites you in the butt, kind of like a snake. So if you have this person in your life, like I said, could be Scorpio, could be air sign. There's more cards that dropped out here. So, oh, for sure. Okay, so then we have hiding out here, King of Cups. So like I said, could be water sign, Cancer, Scorpio. Could also be fire sign. We have Knight of Wands. We have Temperance. We have Three of Pentacles. So I'm going to angle down and then we'll talk more about this. And on the bottom of the deck, you have Nine of Pentacles. So what's interesting about this person that came into your life that maybe manipulated or talked their way into your life or is just kind of hanging around for the convenience factor, that's going to be gone. You're going to have a real urge to shed that person out of your life. And it's cool because I have always seen you guys as the types of people to be really easy to get along with, or for the most part, you're easy to get along with until you feel a distrust from somebody. And if somebody is lying to you or if somebody is being deceitful in any sort of way, you will escape them and you will not turn back. And it also may feel like this person may be latching onto you kind of like a safety net. And it's so interesting because I feel like this person has lied to you before, but you kind of didn't really notice up until now. And it looks like there's been a lot of work involved in this relationship, or lack thereof. There's been a lot of work in trying to communicate these issues with that person, but they are just kind of not understanding where you're coming from. I kind of feel all over the place because the energy is very sharp right now. I feel like you guys, yes, here you go. You guys have a lot to work on internally before you can start to love somebody else again, and to give somebody else a second chance to come back into your life is probably not the best case scenario for you right now. If someone is begging to come back into your life after you're trying to get rid of them, as shown by the Judgment card, it looks like that's probably not the best thing for you, as they can be very manipulative and try to get what they want out of you just for selfish purposes, and then they will leave you in the dust. And if this is a water sign or a fire sign, or an air sign for that matter, there is another air sign. There is the Page of Swords under here. But it looks like there's something going on that they don't really know who they are and what their identity is right now. They're very unsure of themselves. So they kind of keep you, or have kept you, on a back burner and treated you kind of like a option instead of a priority. And you're seeing that from the other side this month with this full moon, this awakening, this shedding of things that no longer serve you, like resentment, anger, sadness, all these things that you wanted to shed during the full moon in Libra. Now you are doing that. And this person is starting to see that and notice that. So they're going to try to slip in some more, and they're going to try to, come in a very sly way to where they think you might not notice. But when it comes to the facts and the hard truth, they are lying to you. They don't have your best interest at heart. And with Temperance here, with the Three of Pentacles, it looks like the work that needs to go into having a balance in this dynamic, in this relationship, or lack thereof, it's not worth it. It's not the kind of outcome that you would say, oh, relationships take a lot of work and it's a lot of push and pull and giving people second chances and all this stuff, yada, yada. That is good for somebody that is honest and someone that is faithful. This is not true with the person that hits you up at 10 p.m. saying, what you doing? And only wants you for certain services. So Libras, really take a look at yourself and dig deep. And I know this is kind of a deep reading, but that's what the full moon is bringing out for you guys. It has brought out seeing things from the other side and seeing, actually, it's an awakening of seeing how this person has been treating you and what they have been doing. Their true colors will show. And it looks like that's the best thing that could happen for you, because this person manipulating you emotionally or financially or spiritually in any sort of way, where they're telling you, oh, I'm working on myself and I'm meditating and I'm a good person, and they're just telling you things and they're trying to mirror what they see you doing so they can just manipulate themselves back into your life and keep you kind of on this little path that's like in their favor, but not in your favor. So what are you going to do? Are you going to break the path, or are you going to keep going? It looks like with the Death card, it looks like you guys are going to separate, and it's a long overdue situation. But for those of you that are single and don't have anybody in your life, for the single people, it looks like if you do have a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces come into your life in April, just look out for them. Just keep a close eye and realize that maybe they're not the kind of person that you think they are up front. They might seem like, you know, they have it all together, like they have a good job. Oh my gosh, how could he be a bad guy? He's a lawyer, he's a cop, he's a politician. I mean bad examples, but when you look at types of people that are in high level positions, sometimes you go, how could they be a bad person? Oh, they have it all together. They have money. They have a good family. Yeah, all that may be true on the surface. But when you dig down deep in how they treat you as a human being and not as a priority, as an option, then that's when you know the light goes off and you're like, okay, no more second chances. You don't need to keep pushing for attention or to feel like you are taking up somebody's time and it almost feels like they're making you feel like that you're wasting their time, even though they're wasting yours. So they're kind of doing this reverse psychology thing. And of course, we have talked about, you know, narcissistic sociopaths and all this stuff multiple times on my channel. But that's not the only thing that I'm talking about here. This person I'm talking about doesn't have to be a manipulative sociopath narcissist. I'm just talking about someone that doesn't have your best interest at heart. They are selfish. So that could or could not be a narcissistic sociopath situation. But just take a look at yourself and really pay attention to your spending habits, your drinking, eating, anything that you could be overindulging in. Just kind of take a moment and reflect and see, kind of take a second look at what you're doing when you're in this solidarity and you're in this time reflecting. And the full moon really has brought out a sense of dynamic positivity for you guys, and you guys want only good, positive things in your life. So that's why you are shedding this person or these people. Make sense? Makes sense to me. Sorry if this reading was a little deep, but we can continue with this and go more into detail about money and new possible love for April in the extended reading, which should be up in about a week or less. The link will be down below. It's a Vimeo link, so look for that in about a week. And follow me on Instagram at Palladian Star Goddess Tarot. And I post on Instagram every time that I upload the readings, so you know when they're up. And of course, as always, if you guys want a private reading, my website is down below, and you can just click book now. And I would love to read you guys. And I always love reading Libras. You guys are awesome. Of course, as Libra rising, I connect with you guys so much. So, all right, that's a lot. I think we'll just leave it there. And I will either see you guys in the extended, or I'll see you next month. Bye, beautiful Libras.